aya bi say ho MPP ana yanye dwuma na ana na nsen maka nam kakra wo say nkrankroma ya atena kakro me badu nkrankroma na me won fida wotwe na rota enkanu na inhu waye ni nyina we gudu kota etukon mankada be biara ye akwan but yaye bi ehwe social intervention programs MPP has bay oye a free SHS everybody mpa there one oye one do nanso aboboa oman hwekufo school feeding na on introduce some 16 years and more ago ono na nda baby aba osum apart from free SHS and school infrastructure ye expanded the power eco codvet the NVTI schools 58 no na every one of them man ko winiba bunya new administration block, new classroom blocks, dormitories. When these NVTI National Vocational Training Institute for so many years now baby am fanin sempo nka, but MPP have been making sure the infrastructure ni equipment ni to retool all these institutions and make them attractive. It's no yan papa Akufo-Addo say dachi bi na Ghana bake and as e bia na enzama kura na bi na nkrofo hu za oye ba meji ze mbrepem no Ghana bake after all say Kwame Nkrumah mpo say owa bem na Ghana fo nshada hu na bosom say echiri nda bia bo Kwame Nkrumah nizin because of the evidence of the infrastructure worker obeye nti mwenyisum there Akufo-Addo na bana efidu yi Ghana bakai abeni dachibi ami mwo jezi dambra wo so wo jezi nde 2028 obeye heneze na so obeye heneze a ode yenze mebi yetweben mbebun bianye woni zinkomo yama what say yen party in church ase was a property owning Democrats. We are capitalists. Yes, we are capitalists, but our party's ideology also extends to creating equal opportunity for all and giving opportunity especially to the vulnerable in society. That is why if you look at our recent history, MPP is the only party waiting about Bema we introduce the social intervention programs while implementing successfully. You know, man, this for they didn't know why be someone. Then I'm saying, what's so now? Obey them. What about them? What's the mean? FP? Now, what's an baby? Be someone there, one bought a single social intervention program. Look, yan coastal belts, yan mpano. Yan papa atamasa when yan baby call number was Wabeye landing beach. A crumpo one year. Akufo-Addo bay. Why yan kukru de bien 12? E coordinate wa commission dinaze koshende mesma Elmina ye Kodiskov Komori Brefutu Senya Jamestown hey Koketa apa MPP ambado nanso politics odu baby a obeye na bi anyimpa no ayemfo but yenye jezide ember roko azirichin nkofo se bototon na wehu da jema akonya bio na MPP embra me Jesus is there ayan mpemfo aye de party nanu grassroots fo no bibiara ye benya abotara ma yeso ye ho na yenya boniface sunsun because politics amfa ncha azebese sanyi unyanam na de bia so na oyam dam na mebufu yi na on ntimi nte ya ebehwe na woze manso twa na woze ato abebio nti hu behia so de yebutum na yehun yezache yakasem yenya ya anofum de biara mbripi na ebiare kasem bi na wano akofum na nkase ye but yehu de if you are some work in the day if you are some work in the day
this is just the beginning. Hey, Amamo, Kanyana do, Kanyana Sasso, hey, Kanyana do, Kanyana Sasso, hey, electricity, power, electricity, power, Kanyana do, Kanyana Sasso, Kanyana.
Yes, Abusian for me, Church Munina, Emma Munina, Aquaba, Stronko, Ediba, RAZ Media GH, so and ne, and you way. I said the Munina when you know me ding, and Mr. Mafo. Yes, a platformer, Eddie Juma, your life, our YouTube, and our life on show, our Facebook. The minister only say wapa pomodna na like video no na sign share video no emame na mesan so aselo say because of some issues to be a yenti no pomodna say obepomodna wa click notification bell no so said there be a life wa obetiminka because this time problem be no me distribution no form into me by life for and ye nipa ni nyina any notification say maba into mesra wa say ubekai say notification bell no odo nsa bebo so say the be ya me by life bia na ubenya kai bo say maba na wa be join ne enu nyina e de dwumadie no abehihye so kama say the say na efata abuso ya ye wonsem ekapa ene de na mu ni say enam yewura ai papa na yekoto abama no ai Mr. Ibu Mr. Ibu say the omano or the ababeye Konkonte Island ai obi anaye first na yes porto na ye recognize for what for gold and other what them call exportation and there yewura darega say or the minor barber in Konkonte coast, I cocaine coast, and a Ghana, Adane. Now, and same way, any Rebecca Safa home. The Eddie Honsu ye Kwame E Prasa Sabio Nano Yinika Nano Ayinika E Pras Akikan Sembia, and also Rebecca Sa Afa home. Everywhere chino yebesan akasa afa niam ahodo obi nso ma akoso wo man no ene nkomo bi e wo ho yebedi ni nyina na ewia na yebie phone lines na tum na wo nso watumi afrɛ akire wadwen e de akire yentiefo deni mfa ne sɛ wadwen a wo so wo ɛwo nsɛm a yɛde ɛba no ɛho na de edi kan me de aseda kɛse Ebema Reverend Intim Fojo MP for Asen South. So what did I nine show? Now one koda. Now the member committee our kahono were being a need already a koso ewo ho. Said ye the year yanum no sans and the bay questionum I sa the year kufino ye the bayama abana ye the bo techino ye the bebo ba eh new yanum. Ade bia no obetumi si ye nkwan si yebeka no kura kire to me saying truth to the power no nobody can divert that attention and obi bia no obetumi si ye nkwan yes yebeka ya adwen de akire to me yebeka ni nyansa kwan so abo akwase ebe yi afrim yebedi nkomo ebe wura waso yebe fa communication skills so ne wadi nkomo ma yensem awura wo Yɛbɛfa nyansakwan so abiebie nneɛma binom so akyerɛ wo. Yɛbɛkyerɛ deɛ nam so a ɛwɔ sɛ 2028 eduru na yɛkɔ sɛ yɛkɔ akoto aba a ɛwɔ sɛ wɔnwene sɛ Dr. Alhaji Muhammad Bawumia na yɛ nipa a ɔbɛtumi aboa ɔman no ama ɔman no afa ne ntoma pa fira. Yɛno bɛdi nkɔmmɔ ho sɛ MPP amanyɔkuo na yɛ amanyɔkuo a sɛbio ɔbɛdi Ghana kɔnnwa no a ɔtumi ma nsesaeɛ abrabɔ sesa ɛwɔ nipa dasani w'abrabɔ mu. Abusua yi amanyɔ no ɛnyɛ ne aban a ɔba a ɔkye sika ma wodi o. Maame dan na memo akɔ aba paa ɛna yɛnwia twimasi adi nkra wo so mo akɔ aba. Amanyɔ no ɛnyɛ ne sɛ obi aba na deɛ ɔde baayɛ ne sɛ ɔbaa no wate bribe de ama wo na wayi sika wɔ ha ma na wagye na watɔ kaa ma panyini bi na yɛbɔ ne dimpa o. Daabi. Ɛnyɛ amanyɔ amankyekyekyerɛ ɛne sɛ bio aban bi ɔba a ɔse sɛ journalist ahodoɔ na otua wɔn ka na wɔte radio ne TV so ɛka nsɛmpa ɛde fa aban no. Ɛnyɛ ne na amanyɔ. Amanyɔ ne sɛ aban a wabɛtena akonnwa so a ɔbɛdwene sɛ ɔman no ɛhaw wei na yɛwɔ mu. Wei ɛnɛ yɛ Sunday special minua nti wa meteki party a wayera bibi bɛka mu. Amanyɔ ne sɛ ɔbɛba aban mu na ɔbɛtena ase na wɔn ho sɛ ɛhaw wei ɛna da ɔman no so na wobɛsɔɔvo saa ɔhaw no. Amanyɔ ne sɛ waba na wobɛhwɛ ɔhaw ne amane a ɛda ɔman ma no so na wobɛteki that problem na wabuild a solution a ɛbɛsɔɔvo saa problem no. That is what we call governance. Ɛne nti a da bi a meba meka kyerɛ sɛ sɛ wohwɛ ntotoyɛ a MPP amanyɔkuo ɛbɛdi Ghana kɔnnwa a wɔmotena ase ɛtoto ɛde find solutions a go that led to some difficulties and challenges ɛwɔ yɛ ɔman no. So wohwɛ saa nneɛma no a na ɛkyerɛ sɛ sɛ woyɛ Ghana niba na ɛnyɛ wo ankasa wopɛ sɛ menkumi nya deɛ wobɛdi awu deɛ yɛde bɛkyɛw deɛ yɛde bɛma wo nko a ɛna wohwehwɛ na mmom no wohwehwɛ sɛ collectively equally yɛnka ne sɛ equity ɛbɛba system no mu a there is no other party than that one of MPP up to now. Because abusua sɛ yɛkɛ sɛ yɛka sabio social interventions a ɛno na de nsesaeɛ ɛbra ɔman ma biara no. Sɛ yɛkɛ sɛ yɛtena ase na yɛakenkan ne nyinaa. My brother, my sister, a party a friend in this almost a social democrat. Anka sister Diana, only me yes, a krum from communist. Anka normally, the Omoyan said, Omon and Comuya say, Numa, Amode or Emma, I hear for anyone I want me be a motor one. Sanyamano, ever ye my mohon, Sauka can Kanya, Ninano, a young people for the buy. MPP for now, Monon Comuya capitalism. So, enti, a chop say, Sa amanyoko ba kono. Omono, omoayira, omunim adwen a enam so mayerete sa party no omunim. Omone ideology bia omudi akira omode yeden edi di governor. Omode ne say ye ba ene na nam ha ochina ne abu asi ha ade beche yase akọ ha omode de saa na omobra so na omunye hwe. So because Gascony TV mo akọ aba erudic fisherman without me mo akọ aba pa abusha meso say mo ma modra na mo share video no na mo like emfa mame ai mesre wa say Omodrana like video no na san share eka ho ma me na yenko yanim. Asema na me anasema na me ka. Ene na ndisifo enam ha. Ochina na omo nam ha. Di omo nim na omo ka. Omanye japade na omo tonton ni nyina. Just because ndisifo panfo no. Amanyo no akoye business amomo. Omona manchesire no enye se yede kan se ade papa bi beba wa bra bomo na mbom no omo amanyo no akoye se ye rekwan a ye befa so a yede beye yebusuafo yie yede beye some group of people ye be mo omo ho ato se de beye cartel bi a omo no omo edi akire no omo support won omo ye nkwase campaign mo omo wo finance won mo omo ye omo campaign omo ho beto wo na oman ma no every day in out ye ho be kire yen na sabi o eduru se ye ba beto aba na obo be kire sika kakra bi a ye ni aso sa sika no ni akwa akoto aba ye den e di amawo. In fact, Adene Yase, social democrat, social democrat, your idea, we are left wing. We are left wing. Left wing, you can say politicians, you know. Normally, you know, they are behind the poor men. Only be. But you hear this for now, they are more than capitalism. They are more than capitalism. Capitalist. They are more than that. And omodin tuma bi akata omo anim. Edi deceive Ghana for so omo socialist. Because ebra enye sa NDC na ye party a watra Ghana konwa so ache. From PNDC, NDC, ye kani in aboma. Out of 67 years, the NDC has a major percentage in terms of ruling the country. But some catchers a million. Transnational intervention, Papa Bia, and Crofo with the bar, ya and I'm so. Ama on my manu, Yenina benefitia. Won't mean found sense be so in country. Yes, you can talk about the decentralization. Rollins the buy ye creative district you can say in terms of what development, you know, so we decentralization eboa emma you omani develop on 10 because of say you have a different representatives in different districts across the country obia ebenya personal interest, especially say nipani frisa district no ma the interest by say let me develop my area. I can't understand the senses of this socialist party, Korean DC. Because me can't tell, because a school feeding program, a young people in the buy. Because a maternity care, you can say, the J for the buy, a J for the buy, a young people. Because a young free education can MPP for the buy. They can't national health insurance. MPP for the buy. Hell, you can talk about a lot and a lot and a lot. Masloga, the Edebois and for example, MPP for the buy. But at the end of the day, what happened to the Maslog? And this is for buyer. Inside of them are more socialists and compare you that you can say initiative for. I was saying common or mon farmer or mon to miamba or mon to miam farmer. Nkombe you su edia creative bibi edia boadwadi for the common Ghanaians they rather took advantage of that to steal. It tells you that they don't care about you. And yet time will be time you when I budget to money call parliament. Budget to money call parliament. Tell me, dear what budget no more. I think about you common Ghanaian. Oh, say Ghana for no. even Sankama Mia, Muakwapa. Ghana for the Druba, we don't want to do critical analysis. We don't want to do critical analysis. In Jamaica, such no. Yet the budget in the Ghana Parliament, Hono. Who here, you know? Yam find no initiative be a mao. Niamana nanado danko kufa to tia konwa so a. Na oya na NDC for say any good way of governance no. They are now more criticizing Anado no. Baby they know mo buy no. A lot of the things that Anado was doing, they are even finding it difficult to keep it. Some American children know. Niabana Nanado not provided the Ghanaians ya na NDC for the opposition na omo criticizes say enye papa no. Omo no ba ban mono. It has even become difficult to keep that things on. A bit is a light. So free SHS way, according to sources from September going, there are major schools where you have to pay for your child's school. Omodren sanka kra say begu omuntu maintain. But you know what is the most funniest part of it? Yeah, the budget and buy ya twitwa sika. E dey man government machineries omo make any contribution to the development of the country. Number no air services air consume to the state no. And DC has allocated huge sums of money into those what them call ministerial positions or said yen odwene ho awon te ase e bi se fere so usu kwache presika ye twa akoma no se onye wan government spokesperson ni sika ye de amano no sika no mu eduru e chen even their major campaign promise omo ye de ma Ghana for ma na owunim de sika no ya wiya push di akohye ba bia be fa kwan bi so no yase akọ akire ya kogi sika na chadi no Ghana ni na osi onwene no yesi atwa 11 o Ghana ni na waya adwo se wonwene no ye di 11 ayedan adeceive ye di betting tax ayedan adeceive say aban ne ba ye no social intervention I would buy and say chacha some faso ehun to we ye free ho enti bonsam aban ai chacha ehun faso eso to we ye free ho enti bonsam aban but was ya wo ho a wo bo nsam aban because of say we chacha some faso to free ho when now we are making allocations of $400 million to Sami Jamfi. So on fan koto good. Abra yenye day. Yen jim fason free says canaso. Bro, we are in the hands of criminals. We are in the hands of criminals. We are in the hands of people who don't really care about you. You see, it is very sad to say you can't say the intention of the NDC is just to win power. But after winning power, they lack the knowledge to use the state resources in a manner say a bit to me benefit everybody. They lack that knowledge. NDC, PNDC, Rollins Bresso. Rollins Tranco for 20 good years. Under the military rule. Nobody was there to contest what he wants to do. And there was no opposition. In fact, the parliament, or can I say ministerial state ministers are no more making decisions. What they take, decisions that they take, just kick on without anybody coming to contest them. But then you see and they say, even though they were having the absolute power, I'm a cancer muchro. I'm a cancer muchro. Uko abrofo emaya hodo and develop punyina. The majority of the big initiatives, the big pushes are omoye ya edi oman no ko gina mpempenso bi a etimi push oman no ema omo develop to baby omo adru no mimia. It all happened under the dictatorship. Ema obi fanka omo broni me kan tro say democracy omo boa democracy ya depa kabima me can be ya depa. But democracy reduces or what? Democracy say does not help in terms of development, because when you are now person develop now one kwasia who are party with the NDC or your opposition, they will not allow you to go on. Said the money MPP about, but the entire American same which though the entire American same which I want to say abrofono bra omunya to me bra nipa binum nya to me and no more absolute power. No, who decided everything by themselves. Now, Opia and contest. They took advantage of that time to do the major project. And I'm also now, but Munya PNDC Jerry John Rodensa, I said, Oba, I'm Opia Yepeno. He had time on the throne, on the government seat, without any challenges from anywhere. But Munya, even common drainage system, common drainage, proper drainage system. Drainage system, it is time of those men who had the absolute power. They took decisions and they started building everywhere. What them call pipelines are hodua, producing across the whole Europe. Those things were built under the time whereby one person was on the throne and there were no challenges. But what was thinking of is to go after men who were doing well in their business. Sami Jasmine Makwaba. Yemia Rollins, Onya said to me, what he did was to go after rich men who were doing well, businessmen, stable business, to destroy them because he was envying them. This is the character of these people. This is their character. This is your mobile buying. Every successful person is a thief. Enipa bi a wo edan bi si baabi. Enipa bi a wo ye business bi na wo na ekoso ye bia no. To the NDC, you are a thief. But omo maye omo abai. Na anu anda omo betena abai mu. Amanfo etoto dan ahodo. Esum bebreba na nkrofo esu no position na enya hwio ni nyina ne se come the one, because many of them depend absolutely on politics. And guess what? Many of them, they absolutely depend on politics only. Eti na omasha se ena amp4 ye payment so ena amp4 ye sika amodema ye nso ena montoto ye katuam ye ho kire ye ena one. But when they were in opposition, Mama Elizabeth when they were in opposition, they never told you, say, they were coming and they wanted a better payment. They told you, say, they were coming because they wanted to come and manage the economy better, for you to live well. Ebani sana no mobile power, or say, omo kept you or ene wo form. Utie me pa. Eba ne saying, ene na omunya tumi ni wiye no. Omo asesa omo ano say, omo akatua wo fam. Enti ento omo akatua. This tell you directly say, the intention of the so-called the NDC leadership, NDC politicians, and they say, let me join politics to enrich myself. I have nothing to offer. Knowledge, I have no better knowledge to support the development of the country, but I just want to join politics. Said yeah, me take advantage of my power to enrich myself and my family. You are more a buying contract in Kwan or Mobepayo. A buying contract. I don't buy a pie. And then you know what? When the leadership say leadership, the government ankasa no. Say Bane say ono ankasa with interest in what? In winning government contractor. What happens? Conflict of interest. Enti adiana ne boy 5 for ebe turn 15. Already Yakupo yahuna mani o. Yahuna mani. You see why I like Dr. Bawumia? You see why I like MPP? Because MPP believe in what? In capitalism. So the government machinery will be in power, executive will do their job, and they will help the private people to win contract from the government, enrich themselves and create job. But the year say the conflict of interest in a bomb. And sometimes in Bissau will say, Tengana Fokra, are we ready for a rare politicians to lead us? Are we ready to have to have a transparent president? Are we ready to have a president onye nipa bi otete edomu? Ana onye say we intimate man say we, because many of the people now on the social media are criticizing Anado because he considered every Ghanaian as a Ghanaian. No matter the color of a party that the party said that you well. No matter your tribe. No matter what. Yeah, no matter your tribe, no matter, your ideology. Anado considered everybody as a Ghanaian. In fact, many NDC people benefited from the MPP government, which is the way that a governance must be done. Until maybe someone who say, are we ready as Ghanaians to have a president who is not selective, but actually opens up to bring everyone, each and every Ghanaian on board? Are we ready for that? Because said the nanado ye nyinachi. Said the nanado ni MPP aban ye nyinachi. Spending the state funds, state resources equally on the people. Now you consider that as bad governance. Because me, radio presenters or multi TV so more criticizing Nanado. Their problem is that Nanado did not give them money to chop. Kwasi ampanyi na price out TM na odi Nanado atem na o disgrace MPP na semi na say yedi ejano. Adidi jano enye say bia ya man nema boa ye de no. Yam first ya mana enye sika personally enni. Captain Smart, kwasi asema odi ni organ ogusu odi MPP fo atem nyina ne say ne breso ya nche ni sika. Amodoso, Tony Hill jo say Johnny Hui jo say hwan akwa na ene NDC for sponsor na say onko holidays because waboa amampi NDC awene power. All these people were after money. Nana Jantwa, that guy in Ishra FM. He said, the oye because he has been paid. But that is the way it's supposed to be. And you can say a buying interest and that is corruption. Mami Afro Mwakwa pa. Mami Monica, you're welcome. Amamono, and you say me Jessica, me Jessica the Ababecho. With the Sika Babecho. That is not what we call governor. Abayo or yes, Abi or corrupt. And I think say Ghanaians, we are not ready for a real politicians with a clean mind leadership. We are not ready. Because we see those people as a bad man. Because they don't dash money. Hey, it is because Nanado was not giving money to people like that. This is because the finance minister then was not giving Ghana money to the people. Just like that. And they are maxing again. We Ghanaians ourselves, are we ready for a clean heart or clean-minded politician to lead us? Or we are ready for corrupt entities, persons to lead us? So that is why I'm telling you, and I keep on telling you, say, if you want your country called Ghana to move, you cannot turn your back on the untimi nine wani, untimi nine wachi, and man pipi amanyokuno. Untimi nine wachi man pipi amanyokuna who aspect say there will be something better from the NDC. Because anything that they do, it is just for some individual's interest. Yes. Only for themselves. So it is a time, say, Yanka no Ghana for never tenase. Yeah, assessment. What do we? I really want to do a poll where I want to understand what Ghanaians really, what are the expectations of Ghanaians towards a leader, a president, just to understand what Ghanaians really need from a president. Because say Abaimba, no more free SHS. Now build school infrastructure across the whole country. Abaini 11,000 kilometers of road. Abaini initiative a project of Agenda 111. Abaini making sure say he's implementing your school system to make sure say you will get a critical thinkers. Abaini making sure say he will empower the new people, the youth in the system with education. Now you're considering say the part. Then I ask myself, what does the Ghanaian want from a government? Yeah. Because me no nyina ye nimo. Sa brochire ha ya yeti. Sa obeko employment office. Say o kwa register wo ho. Na wa hwehwe adwuma. The first thing that we ask you is about your education level. Na nye abrochire anko a. Ya ankase yura mahama nso pon bere bi kan kire yen say the youth in the country lack the skills to get job. Which means to say education is the basis of life. It's the basic of life. Education is the basis of life. Without that, you cannot go anywhere. But Ghanaians, once again, we decided to say, education, no, we don't care. But what we can is say, Dokonobo ebeyefo. Nanchinambo ebeyefo. So, ene mahama baye banchebo akofom. Ena yewura mahama baye enti dokono no Yeah, me brapa nyine me ho ye pa, me yoko no me ho ye pa. Banchene ne bo no okofo. Fry ton no enko fom o, eda suit na ba bi egina. Ba bi kure kona nim because na dollar no kona nim. You have to understand, say, during campaign, people who don't talk about the real situation, it's not about bread and butter. It's not about bread and butter. Government business is a very serious business. Agenda to develop a country is a very serious issue. Abanya utimima identity, authentic identity, for only for voting. Sadie we nkwe Shenka Ghana for Mungu say MPP Amanyoko the only party that can help you. And this if what kept on issuing what? The voting identity, because any day they must to do it by force. And yes, sir, omunye nipa ma yenkoto aba mo medi Ghana for so. But an issue of a national security purposes. The issue of say yebe unkwa yabefa so ayebeche o minor japade ne mo bia nya bi. Enti hia se yebenya bibi e kire nipa omo wo man number bi omo tie de omo abrabo omo wo na asefo no de. And this before they not take it serious. They plan several times to do it, but NMC kadi into omo ntumi anye. MPP came in power and he was able to implement that and issued what? Billions of what? National ID card. Juma. Even the national security. At the same time, to me, even the voting system. But what did our people do? They came in and they did not consider that. These are never be as you say to me critical thinking. Now dream kwa chirifa amanyoni amamoni amanchi chiriya. I was saying into me my back mind they said no. This party thinks about the people. This party thinks about the well-being of the country. But yeah, yet one yaba, I could jo ponkor my cromfo near Diatum, yet one yaba, I akufado, every agana sikanyina near Diatum, yet one yaba. Kufo wasisa Ghana go do nyina de akwakoche ni age atom etwani aba kinoforiata wa boga na kro no se yetwa abati yesi sese de gabi ocheda ko wasisa Ghana sika no ti se nsuo ni edi ntro na yeso edi echi na ebu etinko na ye de adwene di agro every day. Why? Allegations with that even evidences ni edi echi na mo de say man Ebraso, so we Ghana near. Obama wa adwena ye adwuma. Now be you who are free the short memory association num. Now be more mind non kan no. Abeye your thought. Now be your critical point of view. No, they making decisions on when you go on the ballot papers. Because me, hey. Free education omo anhye mi omo ano anka ne directory say omo twam no fatu timu say omo atwam within short term enya adwuma biem school feeding program within short term enya adwuma biem national health insurance within short term enya adwuma biem osonti ase say enipa na ochechire to ho no anu nim kwan obefa so amana adaso achechire na kitem enipa na opra na ye no owonim de okwan obefa so be masa ade na akoso but obi obeto ye no he don't understand the sacrifices that the MPP does to maintain these social interventions. Abusia mama yemfa segment we ensi ha na yento aso enko yanim ene ye be kasa yeba ni aba be kasa afa different issue ho enti mesro say bo modra na share video no mame a share video no pa group bi a won bi a piatum na alert amanfo say yaba no omumra eme support na yemfa dwumadie no enko yanim within any Mr. Mafo RAZ Media GH on YouTube and I'm working Kennedy Japan Junior on Facebook. I man your one say no page Kennedy Japan Junior asembinti ebe na day. In any case abusian for and that you would have that say Ghana is no longer a gold coast but rather a cocaine coast and a barber. My young couldn't go to a video way. Now I'm checking say me to me share videos on kakra because dom ni yeswa. Yeba na ya to aso. Yeba na ya to. And then A PLUS ho asem. Okay kan kwase asem bi wo media no so you fire him. Yes. But young couldn't go to ye wura team for jo and same bi o de abeto dwa. Yeba na ya kasa fa sa asem no ho kakra na ya to ado. Yen komra.
Omuchi ya afese back so ko ko Europe fi Rwanda and ko Europe and fa Ghana and am say na me ti akrai na me se me kwatamala afe makofa azim me frazim ma be kumase ansa na makope adden den e koso esremu chechiri mu
yo enti no de ti ane se etifo ichiam pa muni ho ayi ni ho na de wo mu ane se anka bia nhemu Ebra Daniel Aban Edema President Mahama. Near here ni Musenka Ghana yaji dimpa as the second most peaceful country. As Saku came your DNA TB no. Komba beto aso sa. Yede ma omo bosumi ba ku bia there's a cocaine bust. Bosumi ba ku bia there's money laundering bust. Bosumi ba ku bia there's a nyoma sabe bomai eno mo ye ukrumu ha. Ene ye bisa wo mo say within all this time, cocaine, ne money laundering, ne woman good, the flight mean be so by. Na sa flight, no. Ba ku cry ambulance. Just say no, if no, and I say yare for na organ penny defa. And na ba konsu ye private cargo. And no move free Gran Canaria. Be grow mem Gran Canaria so no. Ewo Morocco sro ha. Okay. Be island, but it's Spain for us. It's a small island. In Nubonija di Nkwana koso. Okay. And a brown free or buy no. Suspicious because there are thousands of flights at a back room etuko. Obi misa ho asem. But me no idiot. Ambulance no be do 20th March. Obedu ya otna ha for 5 days and was to call 25th March no back to Gran Canaria. And about so 12 March. And so sa kavok and so etu free Gran Canaria ho eba Ghana ebedi 13 days and also sent to call the same Gran Canaria. Hey, ya kwacho for so can say free Rwanda ni ayentro. Na wo me no na to the same time no. Yeah,
me fache mi da be na asma wo case date ben
12th March and a kavok no bedru ye
12 March. Hey, Rev Vachade o bog me check out DBC I was say police raid 2 cannabis clubs in southern Gran Canaria for illegal sale of drugs. The date here 15th March 2025. Because my shadow bought Gran Canaria will Google send me it took a Gran Canaria was say Spanish police dismantle mafia linked drug running network in the Canary Islands. Up to 16 years in prison and fines of 15 million for drug trafficking in Gran Canaria. There's a police discover drugs hidden at Casbah Shopping Center in Playa del Gran Canaria 2024. This open mudinu kwa dia. I say Ronaldo also goes.
And yes.
Okay.
And you know God is a bisa sa flights neba. Mind you say 25th March na we na so tubo ko mu no. And na dum so kese bi nsi wo Kotoka International Airport da. Yeah. Same day ni see. Enti mi ensani na coincidence. And e be say so amafo hu say enioma bi free mu ko enioma bi free mu ko hye mu ni ade. And e bi say minority caucus ye raise concern say mo na mo ye security agencies. Enya kwa acho fosu na bi say na sem. He doesn't know anything about security.
This is trouble so
security agencies na wo mo ye credible. Wo na eni wo mo e bi say wo say se bibi wo mu na munima mo fa metudwa. Say because amafo susu say intel no susu say eye cocaine na ase sika na ewom enti no se eye no amom yehu ebi omba na mo che wo mo a ne ye hu na mo ye nhwehwem se ba ye nso na ne mo ifri mu do mo hye mu enye bibia se obi ampo akomatu a na ma set records nso obi an akomanto ne yem na bibia nim na as a security agency no mo mama esa authoritative information after say my investigation no na bibia so atwa ye bisa we ya hey akobre o mampeni mahama kuru akobre kwacho fosukuru ene bisa se na sebe na monso nka cocaine ne yinsu de nka mo fa ho be ye ko boso a ese bre mukuru security agencies na wo ho no mo ankasa kwan no mo fa small note bi meto abontem dwedwo amanfo akoma we kanako ene Ghana airport ene NIB small state
omelette ase
na kama isu to say Ghana armed forces ebra pirates in
ekwachi omo eponoso no
ekwachi ofosu na this statement by
Dabi
is he the spokesperson for security agencies
Dabi
which agency is more sensitive than Ghana armed forces but one ankasa ene isu omo statement say crime say na akoso ye hwehwemu and we are expecting the same way say other security agencies ne so de munim fa ho no mo fa metudwa mo say hey abrimukro mo ba betete mo ba intimidate they should come they should omonto pono ema cocaine for no mo protect you na omombra emeche ye ne aye kasaba unza asem we UN for asom
sir
oh yes
who publication
the moment kwacho fosu be kan say enye di hia omo aban no ene se omeye hwehwemu na they just want to make example of me na you say so nyoma we intelligence aye ne kra ye wo aye din ne ye hwemo enti se bibi se yaba na mo be hwehwemu Grand Canary suspicious flight mo ye hwehwemu here you are jumping the gun and irresponsibly recklessly arrogantly talking about going after somebody we are watching they've issued a statement
but Rob okasa first no na nipa bebre ntiase na ese edebe na motivate ye no mo joy fm ma omukọ investigation afi omo asi also uti report omo so ma confirm me je wo kan ye no wo kan na suspicion na doubt wo ba bia na
god me breaking news na the obia NDC for Babontin time issue omo friends attack dogs ni army so anya no kre o twantro so fu twantro plane bia me land plane bia nya no kre ono ano obo ne propaganda and me release plane no the flight number and the details in the BBR time or the bedru time or the call every precise details and na join news for any other news agencies and so do mo asiko omo do mo asiko omo ko bie manifest ni hu say bibia e di to pe and afi omo bo hu say eh afi de ni entwa U10 and e buy ade na be akwachi ofusu say ofri odi yare force efunu free baby and e ko baby onya Ghana ha no ho ba o na osotu fuel no baby a Grand Canary wa obepa Morocco ho apa Libya ho apa Cameroon ho apa Burkina Niger obia ho aswaduru Ghana no wanya baabia anya fuel se Ghana no benya fuel and obu fuel ni wie ya obe abetu na Nigeria epa ye and the time so pa ye and an ntaba no so nya problem and an engine leaky oil and omo frefoforo e free baby e de be fix ye enti na ebisa se and omo wie na omo fix wie ye no omo tu akoma anko baabia na omo ko se funu no omo de ko se organ no omo de ko se yarefo no omo de ni ko ma fa na anko no omo down omo san ko back to Gran Canaria na nya bia e funu na da ambulance ni mo na organ dem anase yare for them no omo twamfo ni bi di ababonte ana na he no omo de ne call hospital be
na be busa no
na omo kokora no within that period sa na se mu go be ka kire sa cargo pictures no try video no fake videos sa gallons bi fin bi na say eno na combustible oil a wo plane no no cargo ye fa combustible oil fly fake bi no makotwa bi sa say omunya video no da ben because flight na tuko and one more fake I been piecing it together. And so we are daring them to tell us and as some no more cancer and a buy and a say and uncle far party free baby and to no munina be say and no munina won't tell woman the same day doom so buy and no munina to go. Now his force would say if Angola and free Angola, if free Gran Canaria and a Basankoye. And the force would be say one more if free Angola and a buy because Angola any the capacity to give permit are
I was young for and this for pa Bra. Me say, Mama Esther, me mo akwa pa. What to say? Tony Yeboah, we are mo akwa. Asema yenwia panyini ekan. Tieni yo. Feriso usu kwache. Enye security agent. Okay? Right. Feriso usu kwache. Eye state president wine spokesperson. Ebiti say yenwia yeah, who was that? I think Kojo Ponkurma was making a mistake. Kojo Ponkurma was there. Yeah, information minister. Yeah. Abusia. NDC4 our history. Say Omod be digana mainswa. Sabi on konkonte wuranom. Ai konkonte wuranom. Any Ghana mine eye juma. Now watch this. Bida yewe we edi asem we betu dwa se sabio eluprebi abo man no mu a according to information so munya aye no ento asum se prem bi etisa abesi o man no na omon sheda any details of its arrival no unim die ehu ni se wan kasa o president na ote akonwa so no a oye the chief of the Ghana Armed Forces over the right of you can say authentic information from every minister of the country no ebetwere say afei ena oba be ye hwehwemu tiemi o afei na oba ye hwehwemu. Just that statement Mahama Maya no I'm Mr. Ibu Maya no na eye clean eye clear explanation say adie bi bon e wo saa alopre no ho because when we say utiri mu son a utima bo anya den enwewu ena sa adie bi so ba na eye unim say ye krese eye ntro bi na ye twagu ni poso a you don't talk about it. Adenti asabio his excellency onye neither the Air Force director onye neither the national security coordinator now onye police Ghana Inspector General of Ghana Police na onsan so nye yen kan say the chief of what the military na issue concerning security onumom ene beye den ebe make post edi church semu. Now what is more hand na chere say papa no onimpefe de ekọ ne say osambedi ntro kan chere Ghana for say afe na oba beye hwehwemu no ebe invite the minority member of committee say omra no be my information about what was going on. Adengana for yen kwada say the man himself na ono na tumi e wo man no mu nyina hye ne nsa any information about the plane na mo be bisa sabio a member of committee only nyana ni party na wa ban mu so no mom na mema ni evidence on what na real. Whistle blowing is not all about evidence, material evidence to show, but it's about information. And first of all, Mahama came to confirm, say, said there is cocaine, there be a sabio, the national security, aware of na omoma akwan emane koso. Now, what is more funny? Yes, the pan say.
Truth is.
Yes, the pan is akwa we. Sakwa munim no. Mame mo ni video bi kyerɛ wansa na wahu nipa koro ameka na asɛm ni. Ebia na onya hu nipa koro. Ebia na onya hu nipa koro. Saa kwa we. Ne ho won nsɛm bebree. Enye nne o. Enye nne na ne ho won nsɛm. Saa kwa we, sɛ wobɛka ya. Yewura JJ Rollins. Edi asɛm bi ba abɔnten sɛ NDC ni bi. Brea sabio omu firi aban mu. Okoto ofie bi $3 million. Na enam se sika na eye kronu sika. A enam sa asunti no ntumi mfa sabio yenka ne se ontumi nye ne bank transaction. Na ewo se omfa nko physical nkotua ntino oma fiewura no kan sika najo the whole night. Sako we asem na Rodin say den eka ai Sako we na asem na oka nti we oto no aye kromfo. Apart from being kromfo no osanso ye den eye obi odi ntropa oni fere so usu kwachi ni mutro dipa. Sako we so ne sane kwotena ase wo. It's a news file on Joy FM 16 years ago. Ekoka kire Ghana fo nyina se nanado aka ne 1 month na wawu. Wei otumi kata nani edi ntro. Now, you know what? Ghana for sometimes, especially the NDC supporters, you will do so your level of being a human to a very low and shallow level. Because some Ghanaians were expecting, say, and Kafedi so usu kwa achibe jina hono, obe transno, and Kobe can't Ghana for say, I no cre. A Jumane ba no, machi and no cre, and near machine and a wo container num, and a machi. That was what people were expecting. How can you expect that? And you know, man, so by your be defender, but oba your be defender no. You as a human being, I would drink now say wunti and semna all can ye. Na when ye say, semna papa better now kayano. Esisi so anase yen trana. So why yes, sir? Now say, oh, transfer for this usu kwache. Emma trase. No one can tell say, and no cresse a dear be say ne corso. Enti watch one, and the meaning watch kuku. It will never happen. Even Obia. Sabio wakumu nipa mpono yakoto no se wakumu nipa no onya akwanya na okese onkasa opeso onkanche osenye no ne kum no na we ya owo the security agency owo tumi a ebo ne ho ban e na obe kanche ose e no kre ade na ye de be say na tie dabi. But it takes you to do critical what analysis in what he will come and tell you na wahwe sensem na okano esisi ania. Now I want me and you to go through and throw akwa we betra ase ebe paddle ye thinking say we Ghanaians we are fools and we will ye benom bibia and throw bi omode ba bi ebe atum na ya mene ne sa no the person menu nyina ye hwe video no oka na ye di hu nkomo na ebia baby a one nkono enyina ya dwena ko ni ya hwe the outcome of what Feriso Usu Kwachi came and said to Ghanaians. Mimi ya Caliph Jaben mwakwa wapa. Na before ye bekono pesa wo hwe se saa kwa ye kana semi oye nipa boni o saa kwa we na because of tuminti oni obi yere ekoda ye ma ye koche no ye de camera ko si ni so na odi tumi eye den protecting them. Akwa we are tie video we.
Ma. Me say what you What's Kanya me? What the time I do? What the time I
Sender, good morning.
Is you
You will shout. Me, I will not deal with you. What will you say? It's not shame on you. I'm just recording you for what you see. Felix, I will record every single thing. Should I call your wife? Should I call your wife? No, should I call your wife? Do you know my wife? I know your wife very well. Do you know my wife? Same way I know you, I know your wife very well. Should I call your wife? What are you doing in my brother's room at this hour?
My wife, I'm talking to you and you're recording it.
Because you will change it. I know you.
Why would I won't change it?
You are an expert in lying.
Listen, you are insulting me.
Okay, so my sister didn't see you in the washroom. Okay. Okay, fellas, talk to me. I'm the only person who can talk.
But the way you are behaving, how am I going to
talk to me? Nobody will attack you.
Madam,
Felix, listen to me. If you talk to me nicely, you end it here. But if you play hard, I will be hard. Okay, so then let's go. Let's go.
Talk to them and let them calm down. Talk to them and let them calm down.
They will come down based on me. I'm the man here.
So come and let me talk to you.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. But I would like to record it. Okay, this is my senior sister. What she says, listen. He says he wants you to see something. Why don't you say it?
But what is the point in all of this? But what is the point of all of this?
What is the point of all of this? My only point is, what is an honorable member doing in my brother's girlfriend's room at 5 a.m.? My brother is coming down to marry the same girl. Fellas, this is not the first time I'm seeing you in this house. I'm the good type. You come here, you sleep, you wake up, you go. I don't mind. But it's too much. My brother is getting married. That is the painful part of it. Felix, listen.
I'm talking to you.
Let's talk. But I would like to record it. For tomorrow's sake.
No. Oh, but why would I change it?
It's my phone. I can decide to send or delete it.
But what are you going to do with the recording?
What am I? Because when you deny anything, I can go back to it. Okay, so now you agreed you are in my brother's girlfriend's room. Okay, fine. So now we can talk.
Okay, Abusia. The entire me both video we chira wona say. Sa kwa we ya kana sem no yetrofo. He, ya kwa akoto no say oti obi dan mu. Ba me reta pia me akwa papa. Yetrofo. Oti video no papa na kan say you are expert in lying. Obi ya ba beto say oti obi dan mu. Obi ya ba beto 5 a.m. in the morning. Usha obabi dan mu. The guy was still denying, say, on your bio and the BBI. Tio, you see, by the fruit, we shall see who they are. And to be about the camera, Baba to yes, ye the anon account. Video camera, ye whom say we shall be demo 6 a.m. About you are demo, and your Baba show. Feriso Kwachi was able to state, say, the Omo Canadian okre. Enti, do you think that's any power? Any power? Eba bejina wanim. I cannot what a same way much the one. He won't. You know why? Because you're just 78 million. And the man say, oh no, dear, Najuma obey say, only intro our system num. Unnivert the reality. Nsem papa na ebebano, man nka ho asem. Ade a ye nokore no. E man nka ho asem na mom no ontumi nintro emfanye den. Unnivert the discussion. Enti say nipa na o meka nokore nkyere wo da. Because oye ntrofo, oye trofo a onimu ntro die yie pa. Enti amebo video no kyerɛ wo. Na ye nkone nkonko tie video na Feriso usu kwachi. Eye na dwene se opese oni friend the fact say John Mahama ne nkrofo ahyase a omodi Ghana airport no eye cocaine business. Na yenya analysis in what is coming to say. We are meso say oba na wa like video no. Na won subscribe so na wa subscribe. E na sabio messiah
two aircrafts.
There are some issues here. Well, said this time about life for enye munyina and a munya notification say my bad life. The reality of the fact and say I don't know what is going on, but my bad life for notification enkodru nipa nyina. Enti mesra say bo modern na click notification ba adoma bi na ewo ho no. Fa unsa no boso. Say the be my bad life for ebe ma nkai bo se maba. Enye sa me ba uhu se maba. Me ba uhu se maba. Enti me so wa se bo modern ana fa unsasi notification bell no so se be ya. Ebe boa na next time bia me ba life bia no. Usuru wanya nkai boss ma ba no aba be journey ne no adi nkomo ye. Na enen so na waba first time so a over subscribe na yekoya nim. Minya yentie fari so usu kwa chena mfa nchechire mu empem no yenko.
With completely different purposes arrived in Ghana, and their arrival was perfectly legitimate, and they were here for very genuine reasons. The first one is an Antonov flight 12BK with registration number CVK 7037. Now this flight essentially is a cargo plane which arrived on the 12th of March 2025. Now no plane arrives in Ghana without a landing permit. So this plane secured a landing permit with number GAF/TMAO/25/7863. Now the purpose for
they use tactics in their talking. They use tactics in their talking. When they want to deceive you, they will bring in some things to be unfashionable. So, yenye said, "Alupre bia, ubesi obabia, I just onya landing permit. It's any new news. And even alupre na najuma oye, enye legano, osia or landing permit. You cannot avoid that. Any processor, ubefem. And that explanation or their manager so deceive you. You know why? Because he wanted to make you feel the fact is that a loop landing permit, everything is genuine. That be a boy. But you person fanko konte, free Ghana, fanko UK. Uko free na uncha take it. Ubeka take it. It is the same thing. So the name a born free baby air minum Eddie bar. Now the plane eba, I had a more landing permit. But the problem is that enam sa buying now tia kunyano sono. And then point for tia kunyasono, we aware of what you're coming to do. No ba. You have more landing permit now. Ya then ya sanswa ya then ama wakwenya mawaye nyuma boni na obeye. Enti ya the landing permit na ya di amana na chese uye janu. Feri so usu kwache. Uyare wahu. Uyare. In fact, among for Nyuma Boni, they are the first people who try to put everything in order to avoid the same home. And the fact of having a landing permit does not make that aircraft clean. When any now I need key question.
Arriving in Ghana was what we call a technical stop. Essentially, this is a cargo flight that was destined for the European Union market. And European Union regulations dictate that some specific regulatory requirements be met before any plane of that sort can enter the EU. Now, this plane originated from Luanda in Angola. It was loaded with oil drill equipment and lubricant oil, which were contained in jerrycans. It was headed for the EU market. Now, Luanda does not have the certification to carry out the sort of requirements that this plane had to meet before entering the EU market. Now, the specific requirement is a scanning and screening RA3 procedure, which is a requirement to enter the European Union. Luanda doesn't have it. The Swiss cargo facility at the Koruka International Airport has that certification, and they can do that kind of scanning. Whilst here, it developed an engine.
Okay, Yantobase. Well, Abusia. Yantobase, I'm in. Yes. Hey, I did it for me. Shake it. Where had you? When ye pa, where you could for gallon? Kufo gallon. Ena a plane. Alupro di niyama nkobo ebre kufo gallon mo ne apake no. Kufo gallon. Enu mu eni apake ne aba no. Me Franco fi mo akwaba. I'm doing well, me. Kufo gallon mu. Ena ya pake oil wa ye de akosi alupre a. Sabio. It is so dangerous to keep things like this in airplane in this condition. Monkama feriso usu kwa chintere ho asese. Cargo planes no. Ye wo de ede liquid emuvu. Ene ye wo de niema ya paso niema ye mako ya keka bom. They are all different. Cargo plane ede liquid nante. Ya shana bobo adia e containing liquid. Italy for furniture freno. Cisterna no mo freno. Tank ya bobo tank ankasa. E di shape prenum na wa push liquid na gum. Enye kwa nwe so na e fa so de liquid. Especially dangerous liquid. To say gas, petrol, and answer any source of fuel. Enti sa pictures we e ntro omoboa. E nada. E nada because brother. Eniema alupre. Baby obe move afiri no. Kura obe tu afiri so no. Eye ho. Ena wo niema nyina enye certified before you move. Yes. Eye ntro. Obwa. Alupre. Entumi ntum firi Ghana. Enkoko d'Ivoire se okohwe certificate na watu akọ abrochire. Eba ne sa eye diver yenka ne say changing of identity, the flight identity because baby obetu afiri no. Number na yede be ma ho ni code na yede be ma no. Eye sa code na na yede ye every certificate that you need. And second, me say can't you say alupre mfa fuel liquid eye flammable sani esika no. Yemfa nante in this condition. Ye share that what tank ya building in the planer. Ye push liquid no gum. Temi ye pa sampa na me no kan. Yemfa liquid nante say wo pray mu. Even e wo train ankasa. Yemfa liquid nante say e wo train mu. Na kampese pray mu. For so su kwache. Nye Ghana fo nya na ye ndisi fo. Mame Joyce mo akwaba. Ghana fo nyina ye nya ndisi fo sa. Ye mubrum ye dwene. Ye the liquid especially fuel e ko babi through prayer. Ye wo prayer omoye kagwa, omoye tanka kago. Tanka what? Kago ene di omonante. Tanker praying cargo and eso exporto liquid product, especially something like fuel, something like this substance flammable no yemfa in this manner. And first any yentro asuna mema more enlighten.
For that reason, a replacement aircraft, severe oil leakage, which required immediate, and then it was also detected that there was severe oil leakage, which required immediate, its engine blade was damaged, and then it was blade fault. Its engine blade was damaged, and then it was also detected that there was severe oil leakage, which required immediate attention.
Okay. Alupra. In destiny, first of all, kwa we say free Rwanda ni Angola ne baye. But I entro sa pray no e free sa island no so ene ba Ghana. Eno dey stable we entro no odi oboa. E free Angola ne baye. E free the Caribbean island ho ne baye. Na minya be ma wutie me. Pray na wa project to go to where? To the European Union. Kwa we yanka in destination. You can say European Union wa yanka hwe. It is not waka say Africa. Temi pa. O timi na me chose say share video no na like video no mama. You can say pray bi ko Europe a yanka hwe. Every plane, every alupre bia answer na betu no ye woni destination a eye confirm airport okwa akogina krokura ewom ene oman a ewom answer na plane betu na ye detected adenti afere so usu kwa ache e ka kire Ghana for say plane no be ko Europe a one kind the destination of the alupre. Second, ebani se na plane ebetu afri Angola akwakopi mu America akwakopi mu Europe ha anwu se o leakage wanwu se na tabai e wo problem na mom no Ghana na obeduru ya ohun se sane ma we yaba. Do you want to tell me say pilot no multiplane no yen kan say the company omo sa alupre no omo adwene nya adwuma na say omoma a plane move without not doing the necessary checks before they make it move. Hey, fellas. This is what makes you feel say the Mr. Tim Fojo ninsem na obeka ye ni nyina ye nokre. Entro bi anim e nokre pa. It's a completely a cocaine alupre and a BC Ghana man. Because semina papa we cano and make sense. None of what he has said up to now and they make sense. And intelligence in the sense of you can say alupre movement na say for an organization alupre as nebe move no and some papa can nyina does not make sense. Ni nyina ye ntro kikambom adisivu ye. Enti plane first plane aba obedru ye wanya oil leakage ne engine braid abu hwan ye nto aso de ne to aso tie.
For that reason, a replacement aircraft, URCEZ, with registration number CVK 7007, was brought in to evacuate the cargo. The aircraft that was damaged remained here for 13 days. That is between 12 March and 25th March 2025. After it had been inspected by aviation security officials of the Narcotic Control Commission, officials of National Security and National Intelligence Bureau, no contraband or unlawful commodities were found on the aircraft. Now, the second aircraft in question is a Hawker 800 XP with registration number N823AM. Now, this aircraft is operated by an organization called Air Med International, which is based in Birmingham, Alabama, in the United States of America. It operates as an air ambulance. Now, Air Medical International flights in Ghana are handled by Tropicana Airlines.
Okay.
Now, this plane landed in Ghana on 20th March from Gran Canaria, Las Palmas, Spain,
Okay.
having gone through Luanda in Angola. Now, it was also here for a technical stop, which is refueling and crew rest, which is perfectly legitimate activity. It was cleared to land in Ghana with clearance number GAF TWXR252604 OFAA 0297/25. Now, whilst it was landing in Ghana, it developed a tire burst and some difficulty with its landing gear, and therefore needed to remain here to be serviced. So another aircraft with registration number N.
Ghana airport no. Alupre bi ebesi obi ani so nya problem. Alupre bi ebesi obi ani so nya problem. Na tio the cargo plane na o kan ho asem no. Won so no ke se ye di alupre fufuro bi ba ye be ye evacuating. E sa brem num ena ye be je ne ma no firi sa plane no ho na ye de call ye. Well, say all bubo plane it didn't one can their destination so because there's something hidden there. Now there Yanni say ambulance plane suba besi Ghana and also be yani G the landing G abubu. Hey, now the Ghana airport na do premier besi obi ade say for so kwachi and trofo ni mutro dipa. He knows how to lie. Odim tra omona ni pre. These are the men that we call them babies with sharp teeth. So unkaya, brothers kaya no. He meant these people. Sankrofo, they are the babies with sharp teeth. Omunie, entro. Akwa when him throw this obet me di intro ama wa wankaso anwe yo webo timko. Eno gusu odino. According to Sapanyini way, alu prebi ebesiga na bianya problem. Abrofu preno. Yen kan say airplane na ye, yen kan say ye ambulance. Yetim mani tu abra fort wom na abrofu hu se for hey Ferris. We ento for ento ado.
864 arrived on 22nd March with ties and flight engineers from Luanda to replace the damaged ties of the aircraft. Now, once this was fixed, it departed the Kotoka International Airport on 25th March. The aircraft was once again inspected by officials of aviation security, officials of national security, officials of the National Intelligence Bureau, and NACOC, who made sure that it did not contain any unlawful substances, as alleged by Reverend Intim Fojo. So, in a nutshell, the claims of Intim Fojo are false. He cannot prove it. That is why he is running away from the investigative bodies. He is unable to provide any shred of evidence to back his claim. I urge you to be wary of a desperate MPP that believes that the best way to claw his way out of the humiliating defeat they suffered in December 2024 is to peddle these falsehoods under the guise of performing legislative oversight. Whilst we welcome legislative oversight and scrutiny and criticism of any sort aimed at
Abuja de metuma kan chon say ensema akwa we kan ye, it doesn't make sense. Oti ni yie pa o. Alu premier no na ye ka ho asem no nyina no. E alu premier bedru Ghana na enya problem. All the two prince ebedru ya na develop problem. What is Ferris Owusu Kwache hiding from the people of Ghana? They are not this year. The Odyssey ni say, "Eye no kure say sabio, and this for at the Ghana mine adan cocaine." Now, you say, "Nkontompo anamon etia." Let me show you this video because I want you to look at this. The same Ferris Owusu Kwache. The same Ferris Owusu Kwache and they make it post to it. Or see, these pictures show engineers fixing the damaged ties on the landing gear of the air-made aircraft at Kotoka International and the Kotoka International Airport. The damaged parts and engines and the damaged parts and engineers were brought in by a different aircraft. Reason why it is stayed here for 3 days. Don't let anyone lie to you. When I had the first post, the second post here. These pictures show engineers fixing damaged ties on the landing gear of the air-made aircraft at the Kotoka International Airport. The damaged part and the engineers were brought in by a little aircraft, reason why it stay here for 5 days. Into which is which? Baby, Ferris Owusu Kwache said, pray ne tran kurom ha 3 days. Baby nso ose otran ha 5 days. Mimia, yen kan saying, say na minsin chiro mu. Wan kasa make comparison of this entro boss de muka katawani naka na dwene hu ye ko achire na analyze on who say saa asem we aye kan odwene say enti obi na epese ontwa ntronto NDC for so ana hu ne say media de meka kire ne say John Mahama John Mahama enye kutoka international airport nkwa na opese omfa nye enurubone ho adwuma na mom no ye wo airport birum sokora wo Ghana papa no ode ye enubone ho adwuma pa na one yes history always repeat itself. History always repeat itself. Sama mi we ya oni John Mahama edi omo enjoy their life on the sea. A omote moto a ye de nante nsuo so no. Sama mi we ye frɛ ne mafete ye. I'm money danger. I don't want to make a mistake. Sama mi we wa hu. Sama mi we. Se wokɔ na wokɔ hwehwɛ na se a from 2009 and 2017 na John Daraga Dramani Mahama na Otiga na konwa so maami wei ye che no in Kokedelen ye che no in Kokedelen Abrana John Daraga Dramani Mahama etia konwa so enti you should not what maami we friend amete fe naili yes sama mi we yedene ko to prison yayina free prison oba ye nchere ye adwuma na ne John Mahama ye eni ko Kedelen enti sesi a John Mahama asan aba no the business continue and this time no they are doing it in a grand scale before no more the fact what them can say passport service passport and na maami we ye de man and the nante entina ofiri akra okwaye control no in fact UK and I no he was carrying about 200 kilos of what of cocaine, yeah, something like that. Entina John Daraga sian ba konwem maame no so na dwuma oye no ye jana free prison enti de na ye beye ene de business no omo ye in the grand star omo ye in the grand star akesiem na omo ye no because say papa na san ba enti de na ye ne dada no ye nto aso na ye nye na ye mfa nya ye hu enti na de ye koro no maame oye oda hoyi ameyetefe oye one of the biggest conconte dealer in Ghana. Now say who go through his history, her history, and this ya buying etia kunyaswa and on no moye deal. And no wonder say ne, and this ya buying asanyaba. Na mami we ye jano a free prison. Now within 3 months, cocaine there, conconte there, cocaine there, normal because the businessman has come. Now, say unima, some of us are need informations. Answer na do babe di Ghana man so no. Now because of Sa Papa Wenti, John Mahama Ntino, now Ghana was considered as what? Cocaine coast. Intina utukwanya. Now brepa. Nanado abain ne timi ba ya obebo modern ekinini that nomination sa adrin ana omode ato ye so no. Lord Boatin me moakwaba. What? Nanado ne ba ya otimi be kinini that name. But papa we. Kwanya ofa so onye sika kura de campaign kura nsem wo ho. These were the people who sponsored him. Until now, wabai no, he cannot run away. The business must to continue. Odia se opa sesi ameno kasai. Kresa din wei na yeli ametefe ewo internet no so. Na hwe de be pia bonten aba. Uteme. Amintwe din na wahu. Opese on twere awo wahu atwere na waye wankasa wo personal research. Mpese be yese me na me yedan. Me ka hyewa no. Dabi. Mpese me ka hyewa no. Mpese wankasa onye research ni bi. Na wuhu the person that we are talking about. Mami we me din ne ba beto ho. Din ni odi opa wankasa your research sia. Check it. Na yele ametefe your personal research I will internet no so na hwe. Who is that woman? Who is that woman? Wait, Jo Mahama Breso, she was the queen of Kokonte Dele. 2009, 2017. No, the queen of Kokonte. Etine, ni partner ba. Afe na mo baye adwuma ne nkase mu. Sese wako prison. We're linking into big deals. And ni fi wura ba. So now they are open for bigger connections. And then there, omo di pray, private pray na baye there no. This time, enye ye the bag na ekofa ko. This time there, enye pray ankasa, ena ye paja. Private pray na ye di belo du niema, ye di belo du niema dodo di akọ. Because where sa we kromfo na ye do ko prisoner obe free prisoner aba no na wasua kro no bono mo temiye pa sa we kromfo na ye do ko prisoner any some free prison na mra no na wasua kro no boyie because eho e na wo call nke. Enti mami we kwada prison for 3 years no. Wa link very well. Ena na nyankopon so aye adom. Ena ono ankasa na dwuma wura anase ne co-partner. The co-partner so asen aba mu. Enti ene they are doing it more bigger. Omo di praying, private praying. Ena ye adwuma no. So don't let anybody deceive you. Nkwasi asem na fere so usu kwa ache. Ebetra ho na oka no eye plan speech ya man say omra no meka no fa me save the image of the president because yes sir enka sem we esia it's not the president spokesperson any be ya no but eye napcop any the security agencies and I was saying ko mumra bonten emfa nchechire mumra. Na de ho efa big deal no ho say ne kosie fatu tim e Mahama ne nkrofo ene de o man na dan Cocaine Coast no ano yento aso na yenko yanim na yenko hwe what is going on. A plus kwasempanyi ne A plus ehu abasem na ayasemo
papa bi bon
abusia nyanto base na tie video we yi pa papa we ka se wi a na ye di nkomo bi tie
mo se wo di bi be ye wo mo atene ya be tu bi ga isi ano edu ye do wo di bi ye he ye di ga ye nkrofo no wo di bi ye o ye ya wa nkasa I mean, I support Paul Adomochi. I watch his program. I think that he's doing very well. I'll continue watching him. But then they'll put your assembly out on Yanokar, and that is what I want to address. Also, market 200,000 we will be able to make a project and so on Yanokar. Buying why and share there. all the 275 districts, constituencies, Obama Ubia Sika, the one fan share education. Aban no share. The Jiskana share education or constituency. So it cannot or MP no. Emi made for instance, Oboko District Assembly. Oko Assembly wa na many district education director na ya tena se na decide there yankoya afanse for school no washroom mama ho. We afite mu nso ato ma wo dan no nyina no do nyina apa school dan no ti yanko bodo yanko abamkwem na yanko hwe wo school no last year campaign be ko tun su ma school no no wonyensu enti this the menyama no say ye MP na kakra nyi wo ho ani ntumi ye enti bona constituency no okay chi o say na year 6 march be ba won bro school from what the form na what tro o so wo hia egwa ni was 8,000 Ghana ye MP na kitiska na school from what the form ho enti aban say dem ske onko district direct the assembly direct education director for no ho na yen nyina yen trans ni yen hyehyɛ ni fa dem ska yen fa yen puntu djuma enti ka de A plus ba ka jiska sika ye kan po omai aban so obeba wo but omai at some other kanye de obia mbo ene nwa na afeso a yen hwɛ dem sika no adza ye de ye yen nyina yen betena se ni yen buebuem we okwahe dem sika no 200,000 e wo de ye den na ye ka se pomaze for wo ye games wo hia sika oda mama ho 5,000 one fan to su na ade mama fra no ansa na amasa to jesi na ade one fan come winners no it these are enyama or support education MP niska untumi yada menyama no nti aban se yenyi bed ni fi MP no do aban na kasa bo support MPs no so ask for accountability them ska no they did go Paul yan yede no kwara na make actual osar Gumwa Central them 200,000 on so yen wa akire hin akere enti yambo yen anka dem ska no 500,000 and then me catch Gumwa for there aban am 500,000 one obey hu enije because we made them ska no on abo be sesa ba ha there obi amra ye be yeden they know me enti no yasama ka be say A plus no wonyim I need more them can be here more to be able to develop my constituency na kechiracher in 4 years no Paul wankasa baba Gumwa you will be proud of what your brother has done in the constituency enti no nyabotar we are in to build not to develop them can mean dem ikeji sikana acher omba yimpo maramenam me nyama bebre ayi ekwam krom wopede wo si ICT center no won kotin maka de memo 10,000 Ghana cedis ayi a cropon or ICT center memo 100 bags of cement where you do baby I have to support them and tell me sabayan for them skiyam and I want by support over my head them skiyam pa and come I will just continue doing what I do in the constituency helping my people my whole life is dedicated to Gumwa be whether I buy this kind of mo me I'm going on and I buy we who there or supporting in the things that would no be a me famiska be 2 million Ghana na me die a Virgin Road na be catch your crop there but I get 200,000 politics ye be ye na da hu ye nua politics ye be ye na da hu ye nua politics ye van ko be bia or the council I know you wish that I succeed you all never kind I'm your hope 3 months ni nya botel na hwede by 4 years time no na Kwame A plus on ye wo hope ana medama se na menshira
Kwame A plus Mahama boy hey independent candidate normally independent candidate in parliament they are supposed to be the most powerful people. Yes, Temiyepa. Independent candidate in parliament. Normally, no. They are the most powerful. Normally, no. They are the people fighting for the people already because they don't belong to any party. But you see this greedy bastard. Kwame A plus. I mean, funny picture to now. We are washing space. Jimmy, he has forgotten the reason why he went to the parliament. Jimmy, abembe boom, abenke sebe boom. And the sabena o sebe boom no, ebe boom ama wo oso. Akwa we kwatra parliament. Onye bibi bia apart from say all praise John Mahama. Akwa kwatra parliament. Or man challenge bia in anything. The only say praise him. Miura Mahama ya dear and jump. Hey, who Kwame Pras were not den in everywhere, criticizing everybody, everything. And you go through parliament. You are praising and you are jubilating and you are everything that John Mahama does, you support it. Jimmy, independent candidates are the most powerful in parliament because they speak their mind. And one where Kwame Pras may show come 2028, you will lose your seat. Ube lose your seat. Boys, Sibina was so Matna on China. Ultra Sikamo Mudi, I was going to say they will save you in your constituency. No, boy. Because I mean, Casamonchero. The reason why people voted for you in your constituency was not to go and support NDC. Because Sankrofona only or more, they have been under the leadership of the NDC for many times and they saw no change. So they thought to say, with your identity as a citizen of the place and being also individual minded, you could have helped them more. But what did you do? You've gone to the parliament, and what you did is to show your knowledge to the NDC because you went there for your stomach. Jimmy, you went there for your stomach. That presentation now, there is no sense in it. Because asema nam so ema muba bonten be kasa ye no enipa na oka asem no enye se no kan wankese wakwa akọji sika di ena wankan kiro say ye di sika e ba se ji sika na di na he gave an explanation say a strategy that you want to adopt to get money and make sure say you can win the next elections from your constituencies. Video no aha. Thanks to God, thanks to YouTube, thanks to Facebook, thanks to the social media, we talk with evidence-based issues. Paul
have decided.
Paul Adomochre, and the same way Babontain. Now, Paul, that's some no bekayano. It is quite different from the presentation that you came in to make. Paul can't Ghana for say. One hour do one kobo NDC amoye the majority amosanfra mo supreme leadership no. Based on research amaye kire say. Mo doso enti bebre no mo anya dan mo anya ministerial positions enti mo nya sika. Na mo de aye dan a convince mo constituency no mo ato abama mo 2028. Enti sa na tie de a abanem fa kwam bisna won kreti na muntumi lutu na mo ahye na kire no motumi yusu sa sika no e dia maintain mo constituency no Paul Adomach na kan tro say and this aban e di 200,000 na mo say monje mfanhye mo bottom dalet or explaining say a strategy amo abedoctor. The Oba Yobeka, it was just to confirm what Paul Adomoche said. Because the DC Oti Ukurum Hono, or Yen DC ni, you know the plan. Now the Yenti Paul.
That every quarter they will make sure that there's some in the Ministry of Finance have decided that every quarter they will make sure that there's some paperwork, some process to give every member of parliament, hear this viewers, 400,000 cedis of the taxpayers' money every quarter. This is what we just hope that is not true. Now, this is how they started. They said Akufo-Addo was a thief, that Akufo-Addo was corrupt, Akufo-Addo was this. For the 8 years that Akufo-Addo was president, did you ever hear him go to parliament and say, pay parliamentarians 200,000 cedis to do a get fund project, and on top of that, pay them 150,000 cedis to supervise the project? Akufo-Addo was using get fund proceeds to educate people, including Justice Sremsai, the Deputy Attorney General. Let me say it again. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, former president of Ghana, was using the Get Fund resources to educate Ghanaians from all walks of life. Whether you are blue, you are red, you are Akan, you are Gan, you are Mosi, you are Dagomba, you are Mampusi, you are Kusasi, you are Sisala. Akufo-Addo was using Get Fund money to educate Ghanaians abroad, including Justice Srem Sai, who is today the Deputy Attorney General. That's what Akufo-Addo was doing with Get Fund money. Guess what the NDC, who don't like corruption, who said Akufo-Addo is a thief, is doing with Get Fund money? They are paying 250,000 cedis to MPs, members of parliament, 250,000 cedis, that they should take the money and do a project, daycare center, library. Then they are giving them 150,000 cedis to supervise the project. Altogether, guess what? They are giving them 400,000 cedis in total. And so it fits into the rumor that we have heard that they are planning. This is the righteous NDC, the clean NDC, anti-corrupt NDC. Kesalatu Forsen is going to collect some of this money. Look at Okujeto Ablakwa here. Ablakwa, you were shouting on everybody that they are corrupt. You mounted a platform against Brian Achampon that he's corrupt. The committee listened to you and they canceled the thing. Congratulations. You mounted something against now you are going to take 400,000 cedis into your pocket for all the money you have at foreign ministry. Honorable Ablakwa, but why? All the money you get at foreign ministry, you are going to fleece the taxpayer of 400,000 cedis again. Then you are going to use it. The projects you do at your constituency, are they not more expensive than this? Can't you stand up for once? Can't you stand up for what you believe in, Ablakwa? In thy light we shall see light. Can't you stand up for what you believe in? The so-called anti-corruption that you say you believe in. Can't you rise up in parliament and say, Mr. Speaker, I will not take this money? Can't you do that? You cannot do that. You are fleecing the taxpayer of 400,000 into your pocket. Oh boy, NDC. NDC. Is that the change we want? Is that the change we voted for? Is that the Ghana we want? That the so-called corrupt Akufo-Addo took the Get Fund money and gave it to Ghanaians to go and study abroad, including Srem Sai, who admitted at his vetting that the Get Fund funded him. You think the time the Get Fund was funding him and he was a lecturer, they didn't know that he was NDC. They knew that he was NDC. But Akufo-Addo said it doesn't matter. Whether it's NDC or it's NPP, it doesn't matter. Take him abroad. After Srem Sai went abroad, he came to teach at the Faculty of Law. He has imparted many students. He's a fantastic lecturer. His PhD was aided by Get Fund because he's a Ghanaian. This is Akufo-Addo. They said he was corrupt. Ablakwa. Now they Get Fund money. They are not giving it to Ghanaians anymore. They are taking it to parliament and sharing it for their people. So Okuyeto Ablakwa should bow down his head in shame. After standing on the high horse of anti-corruption, you come to parliament and first 3 months you are collecting for. Listen to the ridiculousness of it. Give them 200,000 to go and do a project. You, the MP, you take 200,000, you go to your constituency and start building a project in your name or whatever it was. In your constituency name, your father's name, mother's name, the party's name, party chairman's name, constituency. You can do it however you want. Now, when we are giving you taxpayers' money to go and do the project, say a library, we are also giving you money to supervise it. What is the meaning of supervising it? What does it mean? Supervising it means what? You are building a house for yourself and your constituents. We are giving you the money. It's not your money, our money. We must also pay you to supervise it. This is what NDC have brought to Ghana. 8 years of Akufo-Addo, we never heard this. Never did we hear this in 8 solid years of Akufo-Addo. The most demonized president in Ghana because of Ablakwa's press conferences. Ablakwa, he's taking 400,000 of taxpayers' money to pocket it. And they are going to do that every quarter, from what we hear. I sincerely hope that is not true. A plus is the one who surprises me the most. A plus, he shocks me the most. A plus was sitting on UTV every Saturday. I was watching. I don't miss that UTV program. Hey, I don't miss it. I can imagine A plus sitting down at the UTV program, and this story has broken. And he said, "I'm a train now." And kwasi assembly I made it to parliament. Look, I'm in TV. And I'm a train. What you say, Eba? You see, MP be 200,000. On fanko the constituency. Orienso ayensa man 150,000. No fanko share. Nanama. As what's my name? By the guy's name. Kojo Sheldon says, "It bust my mind." A plus at den. And amuye Ghana for sikasa. Ghana for sika na can wasem no. What was not parliament? And I would do 400,000. What be that? I mean, what is this? What is this? And frankly, Kudo is quiet. Everybody is quiet. Everybody is quiet because your mama is our friend. NDC have come, so we're happy. Really? We too, we love John Mahama, but we shall not be quiet. We love Ghana more than we love anybody. We love the flag. We love the flag. We love the flag more than we love anybody. We love the flag. We will not allow this. What is the meaning of this? Can't we go to charge against this? Look at some. Look at honorable. So why? Honorable. Meaning Nyenta parliaments nyen wele 400,000 every quarter. I can walk to Kumi. Meaning okay happy. Chicago ononi. Is that why we sent you to parliament? Meaning what is this? What is this? What is this? And the finance minister brings a bill to parliament nicely. Mr. Speaker, every member of parliament should get 250. And can you imagine that viewer? You are cancelling free SHS. September there will be no free SHS of viewers. From what we are hearing, free SHS is gone. You go to Presec, you pay full cost recovery. They say category A schools will pay fee. You are taking the money that Akufo-Addo gave to the people and you are putting in your pockets, and you said Akufo-Addo is a demon.
Yes, untino abusue. Asema video amebo kire o first year April say Poradumoche say wajiska. In this video, Poradumoche did not say April sajiska, but to say a plana NDC for afa. Se kwan ombefa so a ombema MPs na omonya ministerial positions no. Omobenye sika na omo atumi dia ye elections adwuma ama omo anwene power in 2028 ntino ye betwa 200,000 Ghana cedis e de amomo bosumi miensa bia in the name of say omo mfa nkoye project e wo mo constituency na yama osasika na wie no na yasan amo 150,000 aka ho say G na faye den ehwe adwuma no so mane nko na wie ye. It's obvious say aban timi nke say mafasika edema MP without not giving a reason for that. And if any create no A plus why this in intentem krama na yeme one. The issue of say yama a reason of giving that money no and if any create no enti sa create no in the parliament the NDC MPs are in the majority. They will pass it. Omo pass it we are. And when I friend loot no abra state funds ebe direct sika akogu MPs na account to. I want to friend loot no. Ebe gumu we are na ya frey ye hu achi na ya che. I want to friend share. So what A plus came in to say no. So we banyansafo. It does not tell you nothing more than say wababe confirm say eyenokure say the NDC president John Mahama and then nkrofo atrase hu say e wo say ye ntimi wi a man sika mfama ye MPs no na o mfa nhya say nye election project election winning elections plans e wo omo constituency because you omo nyina enenya ministerial appointment. And it's obvious to say, sadly way MPP phone to me be a man because majority carries the vote. Omo the parliament be pass it because A plus will vote for that. And on top of that, no, and yes, 1 year never says no. Every 3 months they are going to get that money. But you know what Akufo-Addo was doing? Akufo-Addo was using that money to build infrastructures, to pay for the free SHS, to pay for the feeding programs in the schools. And the identity of mobile and so one person or more the infrastructures across the district or use the same mechanism, the same methodology. Now or find Mpuntu Juma schools are holding. Now no yeba in the name of an MP. Obanyansa for Yebunbe Nayan Kanasem. Now, the Abamu who say no cre say asem na Poradumoche Rekano, no cre say A plus Ankasa Aquatra TV so Akama Ghana for you not to say Sikaya the man nuswa as an MP, so they need more money, which means say the NDC majority and the NDC majority, the members of parliament, the ruling party, no. Are complaining to the president on the fact to say they need more money to make sure so they maintain their seat in 2028 election. It
means that in 2020, for instance, no, idea me green hun yina nisama solve will be problem, amano. It makes me so happy.
Tio, ureti haye pa. Say uti asema Pollard much ne kaye. Any confirmation A plus the buyer. Now uti asema A plus can haya. Tell you, a bachelor say the issue of say MPs no any sikano. A yen come out more than a dime. Tell you.
the people's project. It was just to help people. It mean me who say a issue. Me what was somebody I want to solve it. So long as me idea way ebeboa nipa na want to do it. But parliament agreement thing. Aketuano so yen.
So what? Tio, I say parliament adwuma na de aketuano yen. Enti we a complainer, one complaining to the president and the finance minister. Aketuano so how can we get the money? Yen kreti Twado.
Yes.
It's
too much. And yeah, we no now could have 15,000.
What you to be
and yet, because me 10 over for 2020. And one of these days, I'm going to make my bank statement public. So me 10 over for 2020. It means that in 2020, I was making a lot of money. The amount of money I was making in 24 hours now. I also say I could demand of parliament in a month. And this, I'm talking about my savings, like my savings account. It's not like the money that I was making in a day. It also say I could demand me for 30 days.
Ajuma Ben and Aqua way, I know more than 150,000 a day. And through, you know what? You know, so this guy became a kind of a loud mouth in the media. And the can be in favor of the NDC. So these are the people who were benefiting from the NDC when they were in opposition. We na mahama tresi kamani di. Tako we ni tresi kamani di sa onkasa. Onye de wo krom. On say akufo adodene. So that's what she's making a lot of money. But what I want you to understand is the fact say A plus baha ebeka kire Ghana for say sika MP for no nya no so no e kire wo say eye complainer omo aye ewo eye kan say MP NDC maintenance no omo de akoto president nanim ama president na finance minister nate and omo create a way to make sure say some problems na MPs in the bad on be solve. So I want to ask A plus again. Asama pora too much the can ya or si pora too much the intro no. He no the intro. Moreover, I want to tell you something. Say what your video now. A plus did not talk about the fact say yeah, mom 150,000 every 3 months. So mom fanko supervising. E wo nyuma na omo be ye no. Wanka ho asem. You not talk about that. Why? So be a can sem na obabe obekasa abekre the air. I think say you take everything and you talk about everything. But they price did not talk about the fact to say they were going to earn 150,000 additional as a means to supervise the project. This tells you say they lie and they will always like to lie. Now Abusia me de umbesia. Yes, me de umbesia because breko 11 abo. I krum ha 11 abo shna. We have more to do. But the message is me about me be ma ohweme. I have just one request from you. This time about life for I believe say many of you munya notification. This is because there is an issue that I don't understand. Enti mesra say ema we free say don't sabesi notification bell no so na abeye possible say me ba life for ubenya nkai bo se maba na wotu abe join say one phone sense notification bell no so a me ba unya den unya notification se maba and it will be very sad to say me ba life na unya a way to join the program. Enti mesra wase maunsa enko adoma no so na sabio yen get back to where we were said the beya me ba life pe onso benya kai boss maba no abe join na me no nyina ye di dwumadie no abehhehye so kama sanso na your first time na wapie mu e wo platform we so a mesen asrew say manko without not subscribing. And if I say see adomano so, na sign so far say subscription button no so, na subscribe. Say the be ya me ba life wa, benya notification na wabe join. I will share hi RAZ Media GH. Ewo YouTube and I'm more live on so ewo Kennedy Ajapon Jr. on Facebook. I will show to me friend na watch the wadring Mr. Ofra na why any tetia ebreko na yatumi ayeden atwitwa so tentem na yakope babi ada ochina yebesan ababiem esibo aten mensam chia pa kwaku ofori ada mechia maame dana mechia ye pa Grace don ko mechia twumasi edinkra mechia that's na Haj Ahmed Tijani Sakande mechia ye pa ya maame Joyce Nelson mechia Lord Boateng mechia ena maame me maame retapia wonso mechia Kalib Jabe mechia Tony Eboa mechia ye pa maame Estake badi maame mechia nuya panyin Samodo Kuno mechia ye pa maame Afro mechia ye pa ya maame Elizabeth echa mechia Sister Monica mechia ye pa Miriam Evans Ankama mechia ye pa ena erudite fisherman I'm a boy fisherman mechia Gascony TV mechia pa chachi abusuamfo nyina ene mobra abusua utume frɛ na wakyerɛ wadwen kakra na yɛde dwumade na ba na wiye ye ene yɛntwitwa so na yɛntumi yɛ ne ntem na yɛnkɔ ayi abusua ntina de wɔ hɔ na video we nka mpɛsɛ me nka ho asɛm bɛta mu kontimi ntumi nka ho asɛm but video me bɔ ho ba also tumi kasafa ho tie
galamsey na MPP for no omu hu sɛ John Mahama be president montro we into hɔ we kra no betumi dia news montie ne ye we particular one making we betumi dia news MPP for hu sɛ NDC aba power pe ɛna omu sigum sɛ afide galamsey na omu ya ma John Mahama ni megu ase
how
ai MPP for no na omu ye galamsey na ye kan omu njae no John Mahama ba ban mu na afede omu nyina tiegum enti MPP for nko na ye galamsey the whole Ghana MPP for no mani abre omu ye galamsey gidi omu ahyeda omu pese omu ya na ye kasa o gold board na ye dia ba na ye be enti no John Mahama hia gold bebre enti no omu ye galamsey MPP for na ahyeda ye sa de no obi a excavators omu qualify excavators se omu de ye galamsey enti yankwa chimbra omu sign excavator no omu minister be ka chen se 500 ayere kon omu sign de ko group plate no mu
enti da Ghana for 20 year wo no aban foforo ba measures be no de egu akwa so abebo na ba so say
galamsey fight no ba aban mu no o start be a year John Mahama crowd wa ya de oguso a ototo enti no mo ti Blue Army omo ti say omo be stop galamsey no obi an ko register bibia wo ye gold no yen stop mining wo krum hande yen stop ochina
evidence
put me on record we are going to mine in Ghana nyakopon chen a form a goodie say yentu nyemfa your mining ye so mining will never stop in Ghana we are going to mine ko senya yesu beba but yen saying so right.
yes abusuamfo I think say nobody wants to call enti me de mo besi ha na ochina ya to aso monka hu se che wo Ghana man mu na wo pele da papa leda pa ye de mpaboa ye de ka mu akonwa leda ye de ye edan mu akonwa leda ye de mpaboa Italian made eno a ene Tony May Enterprise awo kantamanto utumi ehwe na chi akwan awo kantamanto na wo ne na adi komo Tony May de leda papa nkwan Italian made shoes eno nkwan eno oton ye mama sister ewa ahoma no so ye mfa no hello
Mr. Mafo. Good evening.
Good evening to you, ma'am. What is saying?
Yes, so I do. I'm free, so be best friend. I'm man friend. But me
Okay.
try no be am friend.
I am so be am friend. And then unkwana whole line also.
Mr. Mafo.
Mami
can be bio. Me di eja me ye kasa polo ntino. And I'm say me do me magani nti.
Yeah.
Phyllis Ofosuo se ho ana wo kana sem no. Onye credible.
Absolutely no.
And also anye relevance. So what you say? Because
governance
obeka to inframa mu no obi a na dwene mu do a wo ye very very credible, intelligent biano on your day. Ome jisasemu ya filiso ofosu kwate be candidate no. Because at the end of the day, no, nipa or kasan and why any bit to me be dear dance ya man say I do it because you say ombakwa fu obi odin tro amana be keka de ope omo be twa sika asese amanfo gallon ye ayi sakofo gallon yellow gallon ye sisu se be mo kana why na oreji sa die we asemu yo mbeka ye edi
say ye dia furu pray na bobo ya na ode kofuru ye dia de we kofuru pray ndi edi fu we ne ma nema kogum abobo ya akwa mitie pa
Phyllis of Osukwache, ye perceive catch us a sa corner sa brebium. Ya juni susa o.
Dabi.
Ya juni susa o mano and a more from. Because ye who say mono juno mano. And then yet just because I am yasama by a free so there be some more yenny ye beba baba beka. Why not? Ye beba baba beka. And ye from of ye free sunti and a me babeka say a dear moyen moon ye. A yen trona wood ye.
Yes.
Because Obianim say Mahama he loves doing a cancer on any brand.
Kokote business.
Omo any asofuno ebinu omugu Ghana no. It's their trademark. Mafias. Business for no to be wom. So it won't surprise me. Bibia nuwa yebeka fa Ibrahim Mahama nini nuya oya president say your cost Ghana hono. It will surprise me. Oh really we so no countries for no. We know what they are doing underground.
Yes.
About Kua omo number 1. Woman nyina no no mu di agro Putin e number 1 onye ku kwampo na bone e kwa hiben nyina osase eti me en surprise me eti epese e ka che Mahama say onye din na ombu oma no na oma no enkoso ye ema enchirima because ye de Ghana ashenensa so on chichire Ghana ya mfa Ghana ashenensa so America Ghana Ekoni nye oni ni nua Ibrahim Mahama dia.
Dabi.
Eyo ma ni nyina dia. Na philosopher so kwache. Se mabom mapom se mo beton yen ya. Mon ton yen tentam o. Mon ton yen tentam. Na dia mu ye dia yesi ye besi uso anaka e de ye hye wo ma.
Yes.
Because dia mu ye dia ye hu so. So what you say? And na MPP nso so wo so no. Yes. Kachire Kwame A PLUS say the otewa na wo kana ya nansesem bi no wo toma me Kwame A PLUS what na wo bona na kufu ado Kwame A PLUS to be honest Paul Adumochi kan ya wo kache nso wan kan ye let me tell you say Paul Adumochi na kan ya ba let me tell you say na kufu ado de ye betie mamu no emu kwata na no otema ne MPs no
yeah
ye bisa Kwame A PLUS every quarter sika ya di be mamu no enu bi na nado odema ni MPs ana
Dabi da
because Kwame A PLUS you are not honest person na wo say gina ho ka say MPP fo ne e2 galamsey no ehwo na mahu say wo ye jimi fo Kwame A PLUS I'm sorry to insult you I am sorry to insult you you are not being truthful to Ghana we kan nam kra ye nwe wo nam we are kwasiam panyin Kwame A PLUS na journalist no so oto wona ko so busa say enti na mo say mo betu galamsey till Jesus Christ will come out. Why did you criticize the former president? So I say catch mo journalist no binim say madwene na jimi adwene nim mo bin kerosene na gina madwene that moment no cancer no na ko so busa say okay what was the point to say na mo criticize MPP president no say unstoppable galamsey say yes selfish
edruba bi kura say omumfa tuo nko uram yehu a yenku yehu a yemotuo
Musa ka say Mujaya Juma. Immediately in fact, Nanado and stop Galamsey. Labor Union Yinado Manu Tumana me Buami Samafo.
Oh, Mukapa. Hey, you call strike and wine and wine.
I cook demonstration in Ama Sapa Champagne no see a friend of Raffum.
Aye.
Muka when Munina Mukaye. Near Passa and a more sofo. Me am a sofo come a more sofo Mubajina, national television so or Mukasaye. Efa Galamsey. So the echo society and your moon. Eti Kwame A Plus any journalist for mano yempamu yo ya mumma nyansa adum nyankopon de chobia mumma bimra madwum get be bold na ask the question sanya sika na waje abo wontoma no ana sika na waje e de ahye kotokuo ma ya munya no na muntumi mbusa MP for no mumbusa omo question because you love your I Upa woman ye. It's no sama no busa Kwame A Plus question. Immediately na cause busa okay. So see MPP for na akoto to mutua. Someone na more power you can arrest them.
Yes,
Immediately you can arrest them, and also you say Galamsey is not gonna stop her. Argentina na wo criticize the former president and na ban. I don't know what criticize to him.
Oh, see, I did the Jano, I did the Ja, your man is scanning.
So,
I buy him Jessica.
in fact, Kwame A Plus, na me can say who nyansa say would ye see a cat Jimmy a drop credit share and some fufu asukra wo nyansa so. We ye today. No one that say will sing at say from ponko sing. One no when a union at say from poko, tis a ponko. You are a very stupid guy. Me jina ha tarnish MPP for image because ye nim said ye motie ye to aba ni wie no e Jimmy a mo party ni Jimmy wo Ghana no enka e be take you mo just few seconds e no makochichi MPP for atom eti munya Jimmy no na mo brabon tene na mo meka no kora fa nkyere mo titafo na mo san ka no kora fa nkyere e oman no na me ewu say Ghana for senator frache wo mo to aba no sometimes ya wo mo ndwene asa no mu bia koto aba no that's wo mo dwene o mo bi dwene a e ka mo san krofo onyi no mo nkoto aba amamo anya bia na MPP ba ye no sa sika na ye de be mamo no mo di hwe school for nkola na anyway that will also surprise me mo say the more Mupanyin never can you, Musecretary say, the more na MPP for educating and Colano, no margin ye day. Baby, but then yet, no more margin they still vote for you guys.
Yes.
And why are you not telling the truth? Call me A Plus. So do man, na cause UTV a wokano. When you na didi, ne biam amba mu obibo tomo na ye mo ya na ma sate na mo George ni pakro no eti mun ka say enye o man na mo do no na sika wo o man mu na mo pe
yes
because me ma me boat ma me tie me fo mani ntu Ghana sika so because ye chakura ahwe kura me sra akokura me nya sempo akura me nya eti nya de a me di mani beto Ghana sika bi so ho because mu nyina mutuo mukotena television so na mu di aban bi o woso atam na mu nka no kre but Kwame A Plus no kre wo mu a no kre pa wo mu a kone kodadwu mu MPP aban no o ya de pa enam se no kre mo ne no kre abonsan ho na mu de bia aban bi ahwede ne sami damfi kotena ha o keka say no so de kre de kotena o keka
arrogance. Full arrogance. Arrogance pa.
Who should we blame? Na unia ukotena baby ana ube preachi na uka say MPP any NDC nyina ya de kura minua e ho de meka cho say tree break.
Yeah.
Tree break because anya bia na MPP aban baso a Ghana for mo nkotena se. Munkotena se na mo analyze say a dear intervention partner MDC a dear Ghana da amana so Ghana ni bi so da monko famla ne yehwe monko na monko fa saa de na NDC aba wo man ye ama na so musori a muso osi doctor hospital say no osi ye
ba ko pe rich hospital
hospital say
eno kra nyo no na si ye obeto aso
oh in fact mama ya dwunu mu no na me ka kire mu say me na me ti UK ha na me nim information me nya Mr. Mafo coming in 15 Europeans no ya mama bie mo blacks no
yeah
Europe country no munya mu wura bie mu so de mu wura mu anyhow bi amope no omo ba block mu nyina eti mu mpaye ebia ni se mahama ada ni kro no cocaine airport no
yes
so atiase se sie ya odane na make se ma me bi tidom watoto ne nsa no se ne ba embre school kura wa ha na se o mepe obra bi mu a obeduru ha na se ne be detain no for how many hours
you be control be mo nu boni anom ko toilet
aye just because of NDC reckless amamu omubu ho mutu adure di bu man mu ni bi ye ka wisdom wo mu ni nyanso mu bu man ya mu ni bi na ma hwe yakopon nu ye di aduane mienu abesim ho sa mu twu su baako na ma ko twu su aduane fon eja Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ho ha obi a okuta hambu so say musuma koto aba ade ama mahama
Mr.
Ada Ghana for ye ni adwene ye de dwene ana ye mu bi mu excuse to say that ye ni adwene that pen mo amohwe ebia ni sa Haruna na Idrisu ono ankasa ne kromfo eka hwesika ye de be mo nyina for quarter of the year ni nyina ne ye de be mo hwesika mo bagye
yeah
how many of them can make a clean water for their people? How many of them now to me have settled Sikano emu bibe to me as settled estate ediama nipa be 2-bedroom, 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 1-bedroom. From Baja go bottom.
Omubedi
Ego mu bottom. Omu ria, omasadu omani ebre asa baba be swe NDC MPP so. Na ayi mi busa mu asofwe. Musi mahama ebe yi levy fro abeyi betten tax fro sa tam na kufu adu kaso ontumi nyi sa sika ne from Ghana needed that money that time.
Yes, of course.
First no one IMF asise enema awoso omudi so na eboa oman no eti mo do we be preach ewo TV so a I don't buy it. It take only a wisdom people to know say that time no Ghana needed that money. So they were gonna move that money. Ekomubeyi eti asofono mube pitia ya pamucho. MPP didn't make any wrongdoing.
Absolutely.
Na munja mu selfish no preaching na muba no be preach say omuba NDC for bo mo baba be. Na wa sa asofono so be preach ya wo kasa asem. Wa kwa back akwakohwe dudu kro mu dia ba be shem. Tax dudu omudi aba makwa akwakohwe nkane aka mo ba betia na asa mo de mugigi amamfo sika collection mutumi nya bi de tua mo nkane aka no woni bie ntumi ntua ne de aka no mo fi se edafo mebo a ye pa mo chaw ye mbu nyame animtia ye nyina ye do nyame but mo be preach a ya mo make use of that preaching na mo kan no kure mo mie funu nani so e ma amamfo nye dai ehunu sa NDC yes one movie betting tax ye level but what did they put it back
Adiam kra no mo ye ya sebo ye level no ye nipa nyina na benya so mfaso betting tax ye nipa nyina na benya so mfaso krofo amunim kro no bo dan amamfo adwene ma me to aso mtie
na omanwu se Ghana fo bebre analyze ehu na sofo so a ye nyina ye nim se omo di bi ko heaven no still yet no krampo no omo nka no kre so atiase na ye die ye beja ma twedi ampo nyankopon ono na tumi nyina ye ne dia who can okra yebehunu who din trust so yebehunu me de me tie sofo bia nya wo sofo no ena me tie wo wasem pa wo de bae no ena me betie ye but me who say we hypocrite meka so what you say who can okra fa amamuo ni mienu a meka ene wunnia no wuntumi nya me hwe ntime de Mr. Mafo me de Ghana fo besia so kwa me class percent obe ma adum Paul adum ochi se entro no wodi a kwa me plus ye mfa ho ne de Paul beka ye de Paul tie en wa ba beka se Ghana fo mu bie mani anya bia no na nado debt funds kan no enu bi na no de hwem school enu bia na no de siesie ye kan say school dan any ade ade mamu nanso so me pesa me fa sa akonya we so na me busa ya party fo no say dia na kufu ado ye minim se mu bebre na mu hating because na sika no get fans ka na mu nya ni
dabi no nche mamu ni yes
na on che mamu ni so you most of you hated him. It is a CIA NDC fo abaya omudi samfun any da no me busa wo say are you proud of what your party did to support ordinary Ghanaians? And I said, were you disappointed? Sananado, Amphasika Nama. Kwana kwada, nebusa wa who question say, were you proud? So party no. One titisika fan some poto. Na ultimate at the ordinary person school. Emma Obia who said, Namudomo mind, you were doing godly sacrifice for mano. And I say, Nesikana na mope. Muamunko namunkoye exams. Upasia na udin no abre Mr. Mafo no me kanchere. But so wouldn't say, the nanado a year or the man mebunu a dach no a year. No one titikana mamwania unyame on shroud. No one too quanem. No ma meye kese. A tressa wood the woman na no sika. Because anye piano a jankabi baku school free.
Yes.
Making kanye. And tikasadi away. To me to aswa. Nka enko back 20 to 30 years no. Na Ghana. The kutamranti ane mabawa. Omu nyina wa wo munsa no aduma.
Yeah.
And so enam ye selfish. Any ye greediness. Mr. Mafo kutaka kese. Me so me pese me kutobi. Mr. SK. Ekuta de abrawu tumi ko school na. Ka na Mr. Mafo kuta no. With your wisdom. Any unsa no adwuma no. Ubetumi ato more than. Say, ye di bema within 1 day. Pe. Ebi na NDC omu pre no. Ebi na NDC omu do omu nsa aboga na sika mu a omu di ni nyafu. But MPP aban no kwa awie no mo say MPP aban no no di sika no ebo o man no ban. O di sika no hwam ma e ma mo. Wei wo mu be free so a e ka omu be jagu ho no. Jinyame.
This jinyame ampa.
Jinyame ene be baba be hwe Ghana biem. Ama MPP asabeti ti omu mawre mu apede o man no na mo atemamfo no masade o makogu biem. Onyame ohun mo bo na mo dwene na sabita frate ebi dida baabi ebi dida botam na ebi dida wirem no won san ko sesama ade mfamre mu na mo dwene ema mo dwene ensisi suye na daate mato abapa toja wo ba to abapa ema wo ba daate na ekura metiso a ye friend United Kingdom no wuhu abrewa poso ye be to ba wuhu no okwa wo say when are you voting for you about 7:30 I'm voting for my great grandchildren me make a decision ade amame daate ma ye pamocho ye ma amene mu ni ye papa mu edwamfo ma ani dwamfo mema Munsua na munye emfanya mma. Na NDC enya abanya anasa party a omuhu mutumemfo no mobo. Enya mo enti no mo ba. Ye de pese ye ka kire mo. So mo se MPP fo na ya akrofo a MPP fo di a omo ne mo na ye den. Eche. Ti ha e na me di no besie. Me mamajo, me mamaton. Baby a wo bia no me de ho nchia mammo. Me samafo, me da wase.
Me da nso ase bebre ma me nyame ene wo. Bye bye.
Amen.
Ye ma me Esther na ye te ne nka no. Yes. We're making a punch kama pa. Abusu abreko enti me de mo besi ha. Mesre mo ase ye free ha. Ye nyina ye nkoye wia kakari TV ne nchen. Kakari TV ye SKB TV dada no. Fene kakari TV ene o YouTube. Ye nkone nko support no no so mfa na juma de emra. Me de mo besi ha na ochina ya san ahia. Abusu ebreko kakra e wo ha. Ti meda wase ene obre. Mo a mutumi baaye, mo a mo comment ye, mo a mo frɛ ye, mo a mo share ye, ene mo a mo like ye nyina. Me da mo nyina ase ene mo bre. Na mesro say don't forget to say obeye dem obebo modern na odon sa abo adoma no so na me ba life for watumi nya me notification because this time me ba life for nye nipa ni nyina ene mo nya me notification. Enti mesro say monkai na mon click notification bell no so that be am ba life for mo benya information say maba me da mo nyina ase ene mo bre until we meet again. Adios akra mo nyina.
Have decided that every quarter they will make sure that there's some paperwork, some process to give every member of parliament, hear this viewers, 400,000 cedis of the taxpayers' money every quarter. This is what we just hope that is not true. Now this is how they started. They said Akufo-Addo was a thief, that Akufo-Addo was corrupt. Akufo-Addo was this. For the 8 years that Akufo-Addo was president, did you ever hear him go to parliament and say, pay parliamentarians 200,000 cedis to do a Get Fund project, and on top of that, pay them 150,000 cedis to supervise the project? Akufo-Addo was using Get Fund proceeds to educate people, including Justice Sremsai, the Deputy Attorney General. Let me say it again. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, former president of Ghana, was using the Get Fund resources to educate Ghanaians from all walks of life. Whether you are blue, you are red, you are Akan, you are Gan, you are Mosi, you are Dagomba, you are Mampusi, you are Kusasi, you are Sisala. Akufo-Addo was using Get Fund money to educate Ghanaians abroad, including Justice Sremsai, who is today the Deputy Attorney General. That's what Akufo-Addo was doing with Get Fund money. Guess what the NDC, who don't like corruption, who said Akufo-Addo is a thief, is doing with Get Fund money? They are paying 250,000 cedis to MPs, members of parliament, 250,000 cedis, that they should take the money and do a project, daycare center, library. Then they are giving them 150,000 cedis to supervise the project. Altogether, guess what? They are giving them 400,000 cedis in total. And so it fits into the rumor that we have heard that they are planning. This is the righteous NDC, the clean NDC, anti-corrupt NDC. Salatu Forsen is going to collect some of this money. Look at Okujeto Ablakwa here. Ablakwa, you were shouting on everybody that they are corrupt. You mounted a platform against Brian Achampon that he's corrupt. The committee listened to you and they canceled the thing. Congratulations. You mounted something against now you are going to take 400,000 cedis into your pocket for all the money you have at foreign ministry. Honorable Ablakwa, but why? All the money you get at foreign ministry, you are going to fleece the taxpayer of 400,000 cedis again. Then you are going to use it. The projects you do at your constituency, are they not more expensive than this? Can't you stand up for once? Can't you stand up for what you believe in, Ablakwa? In thy light we shall see light. Can't you stand up for what you believe in? The so-called anti-corruption that you say you believe in. Can't you rise up in parliament and say, Mr. Speaker, I will not take this money? Can't you do that? You cannot do that. You are fleecing the taxpayer of 400,000 into your pocket. Oh boy, NDC. Is that the change we want? Is that the change we voted for? Is that the Ghana we want? That the so-called corrupt Akufo-Addo took the Get Fund money and gave it to Ghanaians to go and study abroad, including Sremsai, who admitted at his vetting that the Get Fund funded him. You think the time the Get Fund was funding him and he was a lecturer, they didn't know that he was NDC. They knew that he was NDC. But Akufo-Addo said it doesn't matter. Whether it's NDC or it's NPP, doesn't matter. Take him abroad. After Sremsai went abroad, he came to teach at the Faculty of Law. He has imparted many students. He's a fantastic lecturer. His PhD was aided by Get Fund because he's a Ghanaian. This is Akufo-Addo. They said he was corrupt. Ablakwa. Now they Get Fund money. They are not giving it to Ghanaians anymore. They are taking to parliament and sharing it for their people. So Okuyeto Ablakwa should bow down his head in shame. After standing on the high horse of anti-corruption, you come to parliament and first 3 months you are collecting for. Listen to the ridiculousness of it. Give them 200,000 to go and do a project. You, the MP, you take 200,000, you go to your constituency and start building a project in your name or whatever it was. In your constituency name, your father's name, mother's name, the party's name, party chairman's name, constituency. You can do it however you want. Now, when we are giving you taxpayers' money to go and do the project, say a library, we are also giving you money to supervise it. What is the meaning of supervising it? What does it mean? Supervising it means what? You are building a house for yourself and your constituents. We are giving you the money. It's not your money, our money. We must also pay you to supervise it. This is what NDC have brought to Ghana. 8 years of Akufo-Addo, we never heard this. Never did we hear this in 8 solid years of Akufo-Addo. The most demonized president in Ghana because of our Black West press conferences. A Black one. He's taking 400,000 of taxpayers' money to pocket it. And they are going to do that every quarter, from what we hear. I sincerely hope that is not true. A plus is the one who surprises me the most. A plus, he shocks me the most. A plus was sitting on UTV every Saturday. I was watching. I don't miss that UTV program. Hey, I don't miss it. I can imagine A plus sitting down at the UTV program, and this story has broken. And you say, "Nana train na." And kwasi assembly I made it to parliament. Look, I'm in TV. Nana train. What you say, ever? You see, MP beyond 200,000. On the constituency. Or you say, "Yes, I'm man 150,000." No, Franco, Nana, as what's my name by the guy's name? Kojo Sheldon says, it bust my mind. A plus, a dang, and I'm Ghana for Sikasa. Ghana for Sikana, who can what's them, no. What was now parliament, and I would do 400,000. What to be that? I mean, what is this? What is this? And frankly, Kojo is quiet. Everybody is quiet. Everybody is quiet because John Mahama is our friend. NDC have come, so we're happy. Really? We too, we love John Mahama, but we shall not be quiet. We love Ghana more than we love anybody. We love the flag. We love the flag. We love the flag more than we love anybody. We love the flag. We will not allow this. What is the meaning of this? Can't we go to charge against this? Look at some. Look at honorable. So why? Honorable. Meaning parliaments. 400,000 every quarter. I can walk to Kumi. Is that why we sent you to parliament? What is this? What is this? What is this? And the finance minister brings a bill to parliament nicely. Mr. Speaker, every member of parliament should get 250. And can you imagine that viewer? You are cancelling free SHS. September, there will be no free SHS of viewers. From what we are hearing, free SHS is gone. You go to precinct, you pay full cost recovery. They say category A schools will pay fee. You are taking the money that Akufo-Addo gave to the people and you are putting in your pockets. And you said Akufo-Addo is a demon.